How are we doing, boys and girls? Good morning and welcome, welcome. I'm just very quickly getting some last-minute Arthas runs because I was not lucky enough to get this little puppy dog, and it's going to have to wait till next year by the looks of things. It's causing the internet to go like crazy. The 2-week timed event that comes around once a year that has two almost 1% drops. Or, well, you could argue 3 if you take the mount into consideration. That it's just ridiculous. But, right, okay, let's... I'm multitasking. Let's get some tunes on the go, maybe in the background for our Twitch viewers. Are we live on Twitch and on YouTube? I think we're live on both. We should be good. Let's get some tune. Whoa, that's a touch loud. YouTube, you get the luxury of playing your own music in the background, and the VOD will stay that way. Twitch, you get to listen to my wonderful tunes. Right, let's get queued up, and then we can get everything sorted. Welcome in, Golden Mill. Good morning to you, Tammy Trader. Welcome, welcome. You got your at 6:14 first one of the day. Congratulations, congratulations. We've also got Day of the Dead today. Everything's kicking off in WoW. Everything's kicking off. Let's make sure that things are up and working as I expect them to. YouTube stream is up and running. Good. Whoa, hello, caps lock. Good morning, YouTubes. This will also... Yep. The chat's up and running. Good. Professional streamer and all. I know. We're still in the City Skylines category on Twitch. Oops, let's change that. We might play some City Skylines later, but it's probably a World of Warcraft day, at least for the first stream. Let's get that updated. Okay, I think we're all ready, apart from the fact my coffee is empty. Empty coffee is not good. What is my... 3-minute on this time? I'm trying to blast through a last few Arthas runs, just, you know, because the event disappears in... Oh, we've got till 11. So we've actually got a little under 2 hours. Oh, we've got ages to get through some more Arthas runs today. So even though it is technically reset day, you've got like 2 hours to get some runs done if you are still missing it. And then Day of the Dead kicks in. I can't remember if there's much going on for Day of the Dead. This is just a 2-day event. Quite possible there's a few things to do around Day of the Dead, because I tend to always forget about it. Can we look at maybe all the things while we're waiting? I need to go get some coffee, but... left click, shift click, right click? No, left click. I never know which button. I never know which click it is. Holidays. Is Day of the Dead in here? It's not technically. A Day of the Dead. There we go. Oh, there's something I need from Day of the Dead. A bouquet of orange marigolds, apparently, is something I was missing. Oh, I wonder if this is because it's class-specific still. I got Arthas for the 3rd time, but no mount. Never cared about getting Arthas. This is it, right? The internet's on fire. The fact that there's 3 seemingly incredibly low drop chance things to collect. I mean, I tend to feel that the people that are, you know, arguing most about collecting the stuff, maybe also, I mean, probably don't have every other possible pet and mount in the game, so I don't know, whatever. Account mode. Okay, still says only 26 out of 20. Okay, unless there's some new stuff for Day of the Dead this year, which there may be, because they did do some tweaks to... They did some tweaks to Hallow's End this year, so... I've hardly any trying to start getting the mounts, though. It's odd, right? Dragonflight was one of those expansions where, for the first time in a long time, I've seen way, way, way less people care about collecting mounts. It's really odd. Well, I mean, you know why? Because obviously nobody can use them half the time. Like, for whilst you're in Dragon Isles, you have like 4 or 5 different mounts. It's pretty weird in that regard. It's caused a lot of people to kind of like forget or take their efforts away from collecting all the mounts. It's kind of sad. It's, people have huge, great big collections of different mounts. Oh, we got trading posts to look at as well. We'll go take a look at the trading post stuff as well. That's kicked in again, hasn't it? Okay, well, there's clearly only one thing I need from this, which we will go and get from Chapman later. This loads late. This turns on later today. We have, what do we have event-wise this week? Pet battles. We're going to have a super squirt day? Is there a super squirt day? Any squirting opportunities? Does oh, hello, cute. Let's not miss that. Just came back after 5 months, way behind. Got the broom with an hour left. Nice, congratulations. Do we think that there's going to be a bunch of people coming back for 10.2? Do we think the Emerald Dream is going to be enough to bring people back? I mean, I guess there's going to be a lot of people just purely because of BlizzCon that will sort of, come and say hi again in 10.2. Even if they're not strictly planning to right now, maybe by the time we've had some BlizzCon action and the hype season starts for the new expansion and whatever, that might coax some people to come back. I still don't have big sort of internal hype for 10.2. It's the first time for a long time a major patch has not really grabbed me. It's a touch sad, but it happens from time to time. I know full well that my schedule for World of Warcraft, I mean, I don't mind if 10.2 is completed really quick, because it means I can switch focus to alphas and betas and new expansions and anything along those lines. Oh my god, early. Yeah, I did throw the stream. I'm a little bit underprepared today. I've literally thrown the stream up just because I'm chunking through a few last pumpkins just before the event disappears. But welcome in, Kahani. Good morning to you. Right, you are done. 12-month deal could be a bit better. My favorite was getting Diablo 3 with the sub. I think Diablo 3 was didn't you have to get was it a 12-month sub you had to get Diablo 3 for free? They did a couple of what was it, 6 months? Was it 6 months and you got early access to, I don't know, I can't remember. You might be right. I'm almost numb to Blizzard's promotions nowadays. They seem to be constant. Right, let's get a little bit more of the admin stuff done. Let's let the world know that we're even live. Last few... It was 12 months, but you didn't have to pay up front. Basically, a pinky swear you'd keep the sub for WoW. I don't remember it being anything like that, but I don't remember a lot of stuff nowadays. You're probably right. Off to bed. Have a great stream. Welcome for... thank you for stopping by. Welcome in. And sleep well as you leave. Appreciate it. Right, let's get this queue up and running. Go, go, gadget, go. How long is this going to be? 4 minutes. That's coffee time. That screams coffee time. Back in 2. Alright, did I miss the queue? No, we're good. We're good! Alright, coffee's cooking. It's going to be odd, you know. I wonder what's going to grab people's attention in the next week then. In the run up until 10.2, there's not, I mean, I guess we just go into like full just prep mode now, I guess. I guess we just make sure our characters are ready and stuff. There's not too much actual gameplay to be had. We've got the World Quest bonus thing. This could be a really, really, really good week. If you are not... Oh, I guess the Pathfinder's not in the game, is it yet? If you are not caught up with your reps... This is absolutely the week to do it. You want to make sure that you have got, at least on one of your characters on your account, because it is an account-wide thing, you want to make sure that you've got all your reps leveled up. And additionally, you want to make sure you've got all of the storylines done in the zone. You want to basically check mark the fact that you're ready to just get the new renown path up to 15, and then you'll unlock Pathfinder. Not that it makes a big difference being able to use regular mounts in the Dragon Isles, but, you know, it's a nice thing to have. It's what will keep people busy for the first week, I imagine. Catching up on some rep this week is going to be easy to do. And if you've got any of those alts that still need some... still could do with some rep to buy some things from the profession vendors or anything along those lines. The rep tokens you get from this dude are going to be pretty juicy. 2,500 account-wide rep token is very nice. His tunes are a bit louder. Plus there's the pet one. So you could kind of get 5,000 rep with a faction, or 5,000 rep with a single faction pretty easily. If you really needed it. 5 players through the Finder battle with a team of level 25 pets. I've never bothered doing that one. I enjoyed the pet battle side of the game, but I never really got into the PvP side of it at all. I only did all of the renown with my main, and then just slowly funneled badges to alts, only missing 3 levels of Valdraken for the last one. Good timing. Yeah, I went a little bit hard with the reps. My 4 main characters which is a bit silly to say, but like the 4 characters that I focused on, I did get the first 4 reps done on all of them. I had this before 10.1 even launched. In hindsight, it wasn't particularly needed, but towards it, I chose to do some of this over messing around in the Forbidden Reach too much. And it didn't actually pay off. I was half expecting that they might extend the renown paths at some point during the expansion, and that being caught up would, be a nice thing to have. But as it turns out, the renown paths themselves they're just old school rep grinds in disguise. And they probably didn't have any actual plans to level them up any further anyway, so can we get the second account up and running while we wait for these queues? Let me fix a few things. I'm not doing professional streamer things today, am I? Let's get, where's battle.net? Let's get the auction account up. Check out auctions at the same time. Can't be bothered with the disgusting sniffy mouldy moles in the cave, so only my main has done. Yeah, same here. I got a couple of them up to like 12 or something, because you needed that to unlock barter boulders, I think. But I've not bothered getting the Niffin leveled up on alts. It took me longer than it should have done to get it leveled up on my main, because I didn't use the clever use of game mechanics to slingshot myself. Although, going into patch 10.2, I'm very, very tempted to play my paladin for the first day or two, get my paladin up to renown 10, then play my mage. My hunter, sorry. Jesus, where did the word mage come from? And use the 50% rep boost that you unlock once you hit renown 10 for my main to slingshot him to the top. The same mechanic is going to work the same way. The only thing that's going to be slightly different, or I hope, is that the tokens that you get, what people were doing previously is they were holding on to all of the tokens and they were quickly spamming them, and they were getting like double rep for all of the tokens, even though they were like way past the level 10 limit. Hopefully that, which was deemed an exploit, by the way, Blizzard did go in and hotfix it. Hopefully that will not be the case. But by the looks of things, the renown is pretty fast. There are some people who have put some, not to get too deep into the World of Warcraft created drama of recent, but like there are some people who have put content together around grinding out the reputation fast. And it seems to be manageable to do. It depends if the Dream Surge buffs still exist. If they end up still existing, then you've got ways and means to really take advantage of things. But where's this queue? We've been in the queue for 8 minutes, game. You lied to me. Well, at least my coffee's ready. Right, let's do my best today to maybe not throw coffee all over my desk. That would be preferable. Horsey horse, here we go. Morning, chap. Not tuned in for some time, but glad to see you're still rocking strong. Hey, we're still going. Welcome in, Patrick. Welcome. It's been a little bit more quiet recently, and I must admit my entire schedule and approach to things is shifting. In the downtime, I tend to switch very heavily to streaming. And when it gets busy season, I switch back to making a lot of video content. I need to try and find that balance between the two, really. But something new we're doing now is streaming on 2 platforms. We're live on both YouTube and on Twitch at the same time with a bit of multi-streaming. It's I was looking at some of the numbers yesterday, looking at some of the numbers for what the YouTube streams have done. The views are, you know, obviously the streams do not get the same views as what I would expect a video to get, but it's still good to see that people are tuning in on YouTube, even if it's just temporarily stopping by and going, oh, Manthieus does still exist, which is nice. In the times where we sort of switch and do a lot more streaming rather than videos, I've had the concern that like YouTube just thinks I'm dead. I'm not. I'm still here. We're still doing things. I'm just sort of focusing my content in a different direction. Although we have also been like playing other games and stuff like that as well. So where are we taking this boss? Where are we going? Do we actually have a tank that's tanking? I was playing a little bit more City Skylines yesterday. I only got like maybe an hour or 2 to play games yesterday. I was really quite busy. Hence why there was no stream yesterday. I wanted to try and get some IRL stuff done and out the way. There were a few things I'd been putting off for a little while that I needed to just get sorted, especially knowing that BlizzCon is this weekend. And we have Warcraft Rumble launching Friday. I knew full well I'm not going to get much done over the weekend, so I took yesterday as a day to try and get some IRL stuff done, which ultimately meant not much time for video games yesterday, but I was playing some more City Skylines. Started making a second city just to try out a different map and take a different sort of plan with things. But it's yeah, I'm enjoying City Skylines 2 quite a bit. I am noticing though, the more I get into it, the more I am noticing that I'm missing some of the comforts of City Skylines 1 having 10 years worth of DLC. Like the industry stuff, I really want to try and micromanage my industry, and I want to charge like more or less tax to different industry to balance out my production of materials with, you know, industrial stuff being created. The problem is I don't actually think the mechanics behind the scenes work for that. I'm not convinced that playing around with the tax rates to incentivize or decentivize certain industries to grow or move in actually works. Now, I can't easily prove this without doing lots of testing, and the truth be told is I'm not that concerned, but I am starting to find some of the holes in what is clearly a very rushed launch of City Skylines 2. I mean, it was always going to be the way, right? If you compare a game with 10 years worth of DLC on top of it to a brand new version of seemingly the same game, the brand new one is going to feel as if it's missing things, but we queued as tank. This should be nearly insta-queue. Let's see if we can get these listed whilst we wait. Got to go in on the Skinner first, get that to 10, and then go Hunter, which reminds me I've got to do the Rift to get the Skinner some trinkets. That's a very good point, actually. I have not looked into that in more detail. Maybe we can do just that. That might not be a bad idea, actually, figuring that out in a bit more detail. I'm not going to bother taking all the curses. At this point, it doesn't matter. You know what I don't think I did? I don't think I opened my loot box on that last character, did I? I didn't open the loot box. That would be really silly, wouldn't it, if I got a pumpkin and didn't even open it? Literally the reason I'm here. Oh, I'll just heal through this, it's fine. Still after the spooky good boy. Indeed, indeed, we are. He still evades me. He still evades me. I think he's a myth. I don't think he exists. I think he's all an illusion. I think the higher your ATT score, the less chance you have of getting Arthas. I think that's factual information right there. Got mine after 178 kills. Yeah, I'm probably in 3 figures, but I'm not that deeply in 3 figures.
Come forth, my minions! Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
I mean, I'm quite sure I've done it at least 6 or 7 times a day for the 2 weeks. There was a couple of days where I didn't do it because I wasn't at home. Yeah, I'm quite sure I'm in double figures for my attempts. Sad I didn't get the good boy, but got the mount today. Oh, well, that's cool. That's arguably just as cool, if not better. I've never cared about getting a pet this much in the game in my life. If I actually calculate the amount of time and effort I've put into getting this one pet, it probably supersedes the effort I've put into getting the entire rest of my collection of pets. I don't think I've put this much effort into a pet ever. But I like the fact that it's rare. I like there's an element of. I posted this on Twitter the other day. I hate, you know. I hate this. Everybody should have access to everything. I don't think sure, I'm all for equal opportunities and whatever, but I'm equally not for everybody being able to have everything. Because if everybody's got everything, then nothing is worth anything. So I kind of like the fact that people have tried to get it. Some people have got it, and they can, you know, they can flaunt the fact that they've got it. Some people won't get it, and they will wish they had it. I think that is quite normal to have in a video game, especially an MMO, right? Especially an MMO. I think it's actually relatively healthy to have, you know, that sort of side of things. Like the love rocket. Some people have the love rocket. Some people don't have the love rocket. Some people have invincible because they've killed the Lich King 1 billion times. Some people would really like it, but they haven't got it. I can't honestly distract myself from the fact that if you put the effort in to get something, you know, and you get it, you feel nicely rewarded for, you know, doing it. If everybody gets, like, at the, you know, there comes a point where if it's a 1% drop chance, only in theory, you know, a select amount of people are going to get it. But soon as everything, you know, look at, you know, the Sinister Squashling is a cool pet, but everybody gets it 10 times over, so nobody cares about it. So it's, you know, this is the thing, right? If you want a reward to feel rewarding, there has to be some people who don't have it and some people who have to put more or less effort in to get it. People who get it, like, quickly can feel as if they were lucky and have a you know, a haha, nice dopamine kick. But people who grind away and don't get it, yeah, okay, it's a bit sad they don't get it, but they can always try again next year if they really want it. But in 3 days' time, nobody will care. This is the point, right? This is what you kind of also forget. In 3 days' time, nobody will care. It's just the hot topic of conversation now. Right, Paladin. Let's get this last Paladin. He's also tank, so we should be quick queues. This is the first pet that can't be farmed and can't be bought on the auction house. Oh, is it? Well, somewhat. There are obviously... we have things like the seasonal pets and things, don't forget. We have the pets that are only actually available like certain times of the day or certain times of the year. They're not quite as strict. And also they're not quite as prestigious because they're just really old vanilla pets that nobody really cares about, to be honest. But they do exist. The question of whether they're not too hard to farm for if they're available. But I think strictly from like an event, I think this is the first time, like a seasonal holiday event. I think this is one of the first times we've had a pet that's been not strictly farmable and also not tradable. I'm not sure. I can't remember. He's a good boy. He's worth it. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind. It's all for the content, right? The only thing in an MMO that bugs me is when something is permanently removed. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that is something that Blizzard understand, and you can tell because they've brought back a lot of stuff that was once previously removed for various reasons, and to be fair, it took them over a decade to bring back a lot of this stuff, but I think Blizzard are way more in tune with the fact that collecting is the true end game. For a lot of people and a huge amount of their player base, collecting is the true end game. It's what everybody turns to when they've done the other things they want to do. So once you've killed look how much time and effort people put into getting like Curve. Simply because some of the rewards you get for it, some of the rewards you get are really fantastic. People want to collect all of them. People want to have, people want to say that they've had, they've got all of the ahead of the curve achievements and pets and mounts and whatever. As soon as people have got their achievements that they want, they turn to collecting the best appearances, collecting the pets. Blizzard are just far more in tune with the fact that actually, yes, we have Mythic Plus. Yes, we have the raid. Yes, we have, the end game activities. But the thing that really keeps people continuously playing, especially in downtime of like new content, is collecting stuff. And so it's good, I think, that they're bringing back access to stuff that was once removed. I think the horse is in the trading post this month. I say the horse, the zebra thing. Was that a refer a friend mount back in the day? Like a long time ago? That's obviously not been in the game forever at this point. But there'll be a lot of people that won't have that. It's kind of cool that they've brought it back. But at the same time, I think if they bring these things back, they should make them a little bit more hard to get still. It's nice to bring something back, but just to put it in the trading tender shop, I don't think is... Because that doesn't feel like a reward to me. Because I don't have to put any real thought into getting Traders Tender. If I play the game, I accidentally end up with enough Traders Tender each and every month to not actually miss any. There's no conscious effort put into it. It's just a byproduct of playing. Well, not this year. Not this year. Been putting a lot of effort into the profession stuff recently, optimizing the spreadsheets, etc. At this point, I'm a bit anxious and wonder if the current profession system will be around next expansion. We've discussed this a few times recently. My take on it is that I will be very, very sad if it is not continued on into the new expansion. There are tweaks I would definitely want to see, but I will be very, very sad if they just revert to the old system again with professions. I don't want this to be a pump and dump profession overhaul. I think it does generally overall work much better. There are clearly some problems with it, but those problems can be smoothed out. I don't think there's realistically much need to go back to the way it was. Yeah, that's my take anyway. Welcome, Interesting Rose. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. Did we queue this healer? This should also be nearly insta-queue. Let's get the rest of these listed. I'm on the clock for these Arthas runs, so I'm getting these out of the way first. Once I've exhausted my characters for Arthas, we'll start focusing on doing something more sensible. I've not heard it beep in the background. I would have assumed... Did you go back to the character? I did, yeah. And I hadn't opened it. I'd done a dumb. That would have been really embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. There's the beep in the background. Go. Oh, shit, I'm healing. Oh, okay, sure. Am I even in? Yeah, I am. Okay. Oh, right, brain. I'm not faffing around with curses because I can't remember what's going on with those. I don't even know my keybinds on this. I'm just going to do simple things.
Your search is done. Let fate choose now. The righteous one.
Let's put a healing rain down here. Let's drop a totem or two. Let's give you a healing surge. I'm clicking my DPS abilities because I haven't got them keybinded. I do not do Shaman on the normal.
Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
So I'm having to semi-concentrate because I do not play my Shaman ever. Luckily, I have Keely roughly telling me what I should be doing, but...
Come forth, my minions! Unleash your...
I am not a healer by nature. Okay, he's down. He's down. Nope, never lucky. I spent my saved up glow spores on last night's Dracothists. 315,000 into 890k. I mean, that's, you can't argue that, can you? You can't argue those numbers. And I've started selling the vials I made. I ended up with 1.4 guild tabs worth. I've sold like 10 stacks so far. Yeah, people will buy up a lot of that stuff before. I'm almost convinced nowadays that your gold making opportunity is actually before the patch even lands. By the time the patch lands, you are just day trading. But the reality is that your opportunity to make good gold is borderline gone the second the patch goes live. From crafting anyway. If you have not stocked up, if you have not prepared, I think you will very easily get left behind now. It's weird how it's gone that way, but it's one of the big changes of the region-wide auction house. That there's no room for error anymore. How many of these things have I got? 11. Did we also queue up as tank again here? We did. Think I'll make my gold cap back before December's done? Oh, I should imagine so. I think getting the Nax recipes is a good level of difficulty for getting removed stuff. Yes, yeah, I was really, really happy with what they did with Zongrub and Nax. And I would obviously I can say that I would love to see more of that, but there is a finite limit on how much of that stuff they can do. Because, you know, they focused on ZG and they focused on Nax because they're areas of the game where a lot of stuff had been removed. And they could bring it back. They weren't strictly making new things again. They were just reinvigorating things that had once been in the game that were lost to the ages. It would be cool if, it would definitely be cool if they could do more stuff like that. I would happily take. With what we had, I mean, I know I've kind of bashed a little bit on... Why are my abilities not working? I don't know. I'm meant to be tanking. What's going on here? Have I not got... Okay, let's just do this instead.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just glad to see me? Both, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know why Devastator's even on my butt. This is clearly the downside of things changing and me never actually changing any keys on my bars. I cannot remember the last time I actually played this character either. Well, he's dead either way. Yeah, I'm probably missing a lot of stuff. It's not going to plan. Well, he's dead anyway. I didn't deserve the pet there either way, but okay. Right, do I try and find other level 60 plus characters I can do this on? Just to say that I've given it the best effort I can. Welcome in, Natty. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. We can go tank here. Oh, Natty with the tier 1 resubscribing. Thank you very much. 30 months now. That's some big numbers. I have to apologise. My alerts have gone all funky. I'm not getting my alerts coming through like I suspect they should. Thank you very much for that. I apologise if I've missed any alerts. Why are they not showing up? Why did they not ring in my ears? Since doing this multi-stream thing, it's gone a bit funky. I need to figure these out. I need to reconfigure alerts. I've wondered for a while, you know, if alerts are one of those things that it's odd, right? I think a lot of streamers put a lot of time and effort into the alerts, and I wonder in reality who the alert is at, the on-screen alert. I like, who's that actually for? Because who's that actually for? Because I don't think... Oh, hang on. What am I meant to be doing here? I am tanking. Do people who watch streams really get benefit from the alerts flashing all the time? You care if you subscribe and you get an alert. But I think what you would be more happy about is if you subscribe to a streamer and they acknowledge your existence and they say thank you, that sort of thing. I think as long as the alerts are responded to, if the sub is, you know, alerted to, that's 25,000 times more important to people than a pop-up on the screen, if that makes sense. This character doesn't have key bindings in the right place either. I don't even have Berserk on my bars. Okay. I mean, when it comes to follows, I have never gone too far out of my way to shout about follows. This is not because I'm not appreciative of follows. It's that it's mostly that I think some people like to follow a stream and they just, you know, they just want to follow the stream. They don't want the streamer to start saying thank you and trying to strike up a conversation with them. It's more so, I think following a stream is a more sort of background passive thing. Whereas obviously if somebody takes the time to sub to a streamer, it's a little bit more personal, I think. Maybe I'm thinking about this way too boomer. Entirely possible. Does Moonfire not auto-spread? I thought Moonfire auto-spread. Alright, well, today I learn.
Tis you I spurn. Now feel the burn!
Oh, this dude's taking forever to kill. I wish they'd die a bit faster. Clearly, people are running out of ults. Or have got everything they need. I was not expecting to be able to do any of this today, actually, to be honest. I thought I was done for. I thought my Arthas days were over. But then obviously the event is still on for an hour or so this morning, so... Oh, we should probably claim these. Cool, finally. Okay. Never lucky. Never lucky. Oh, happy to be watching live. Was watching the VODs this past year. Yeah, I appreciate people watching the VODs as well. I've made the decision with the VODs to have them predominantly on YouTube. I've not wanted to have... I don't think VODs are that great on Twitch because the video player is pretty terrible. This is my personal preference here, clearly, but I would much rather watch a non-live version of a video on YouTube. At least I can then fast forward, rewind, you know. Not having so good a chat interaction is a problem. And I am thinking that putting the chat up on screen above me, I mean, we kind of can. I can throw the chat in there if needs be. I still personally think it's a bit much. But hey mom, I'm on the telly. Yeah, I need to make it a little bit more, a touch more subtle. I think for starters, I don't want it to overlap with other things that are actually. I would want it to look more as if it was a UI element of the in-game, not the stream, if that makes sense. Which I think it loosely does now. Let's not go deep tank, just because I've got no clue what's going on over here. Let's go Havoc for a second. The thank yous for follows is rather dependent. Some streamers make it a really cool thing. Others literally just say thanks and that's it. Yeah, follows, like I said, I mean, this leans more on my personal preference with follows. If I'm watching a stream, I don't know if this is... I don't know. If I'm just watching a stream, especially if I'm watching a new stream, I would like to be able to click follow on that stream, and I would like to sit in the background a bit more. I would like to lurk for a little while before deciding whether this is something that, you know, I certainly don't want to feel as if I'm interrupting the flow of the stream per se by just pressing follow so that I know when this person is live next time to see what they're doing next time. I don't know. It's a follow, I think, is a very different... Subs and stuff I get. Subs and stuff I definitely get. That, you know, if you are subbing to a stream, you're actively trying to show your support in some way, shape or form. You're obviously in many cases getting something back. It's nice to have that little bit more higher level of recognition, but this is going to take a couple of minutes. Apparently only 2. Let's get this next boatload of stuff on the AH. Lurking's a nice option until you feel ready to contribute. This is the only channel that I actually chat in for that reason. Yeah, I totally get it. There are a fair few streams where I lurk in the background and have practically never said a thing in the chat. I enjoy the entertainment that stream offers. I tend to dip in and out. I'm not so much keeping up with the flow of the entire stream. I'm just sort of seeing what they're doing at that sort of time, and if that interests me, I'll tune along. More casual viewership, I guess you would call it, right? That sort of makes more sense to me. Right, now let's see if I can remember what we do on this dude. He's got, what's he got on? 168 gear. This, what? Oh my god, I have not played this dude since the Maw. That was 168 gear, right?
Your search is done. Let fate choose.
Season 1 of Shadowlands, this guy's geared from. I should be saving I-beam for when there's ads, but...
Unleash your breath. Choke them with the stench of death.
Shift mouse 4? What the hell is shift? What? Okay. Now I've used I-beam again at the wrong time. Oops. Well, if stuff dies, it's fine. Ow! Fire.
Come forth, my minions. Unleash your breath. Choke them with the stench of death.
Seems like a really odd place to be tanking him.
Come forth, my minions. Unleash your breath. Choke them with the stench of death. 'Tis you I spurn. Now feel the burn!
Die already. Got him. Got him.
What new lies in store?
With leech on it. 2 deadly Sinvir rings. Oh dear. Right. We got a sword. Still no luck. Still never lucky. $168 was Crafter's Mark II. Yeah, so more gear. You got that from Venari in the Maw, if I remember correct. Either way, it shows that it's been a long time since that character's seen any play. Kazgarite rank 2 from 33 up to 55 on my server. Yeah, people are buying materials in mass quantities at the moment. Things always go. I think this kind of always happens. There's always people buying up a bunch of stuff ready to go into the next patch. I think people are putting my honest opinion is people are putting way too much weight on these shipments, buying up huge amounts, expecting massive spikes in values for whatever the shipments is. The shipments are not the same as barter bricks. They are not. The barter bricks was laser focused on very certain items. You need if you want to complete this quest, you need these very specific items. The shipments do not work that way. Let's say there's 12 materials. The shipments will say, bring me any of these 6 of these materials, and you can hand them in. That doesn't leave much room for heavy market manipulation of prices. I think there's a fair few people that are going to get left holding the bag on this one. Especially since the first week, there's going to be lots of people out there playing, doing things, yet there's not strictly anything that will particularly being sold. It's going to be a while again. It's realistically not going to be... It's going to be almost 2 weeks before crafted gear kicks in. Maybe even longer than that, because we're going to have the start of the season, and then it takes people a bunch of time to get the crests that they need to craft the higher to craft gear. Yeah. I don't know if I'm just being a little bit too passive with it. I don't know if I'm being too standoffish. I don't know whether I'm naturally being a touch more cautious, considering on how aggressive I was with Dracothists, and it didn't go in my favour. But I'm, I don't know. I'm good at maths, and the maths doesn't tell me that these shipments are going to make people lots of money. I also don't feel that people are going to have much of an incentive to do the shipments after the first couple of weeks. The vast reason you're going to be doing shipments is you're going to be handing in one shipment because it gives you 250. You'll hand in one shipment because it gives you 250 rep. You'll want to hand in 6 shipments in total, so an additional 5 only if you want the gigantic seed, because you're trying to get the pets and mounts. That's the reason. That will interest some people, no doubt, but I don't think it will be as critical as people are suspecting. Because barter bricks were wanted by all the crafters. I don't know. I just don't think there's as much room for shenanigans this time round. Because I think Blizzard very deliberately designed this so that it wouldn't have the same effect as what barter bricks did. Everything that Blizzard is trying to do and has tried to do with the economy in this expansion is to prevent goblins from doing goblin things. Now, obviously, it's a bit of a cat and mouse game, clearly, but I might play my Warlock a little bit more, you know. This is fun. Quantifying fun is very difficult. For a person who is naturally very numerical, fun is one of those things that when there is something that is hard to quantify, my brain struggles with it. We clearly don't have a healer that's doing any healing though, which is a problem. Which is a problem. I genuinely think this might be the first time I've died in one of these. Damn strawberry jam. Dracothists didn't work out for you? How? Well, I took a different approach with Dracothists. I took the approach of not setting up lots of characters to make them. I took the approach of that they were going to be scarce in the first couple of weeks. due to the theoretical limitation on how many of them could be produced by alchemists. And I suspected quite a sharp increase in price of them. Unfortunately, though, exploit did exploit things, and I got fucked. is the TLDR, because the scarcity I was banking on did not exist. I doubt the crafters really want anything now. Everything is maxed out and so on. Crafters who have been crafting since day one are fully maxed and done and have been for a long while. That said, though, I am still seeing vast quantities of people picking up professions and trying to figure stuff out, and playing with things. There seems to be no shortage of people picking up the profession still. Numbers are better than words. Numbers are always better than words. This is kind of odd coming from a historically pretty good salesman, but if I do say so myself, obviously, but I can say that I was a good salesman because the numbers backed it up. It just made sense, right? But like, yeah. Numbers were my ability. Numbers were my strong suit, and my use of the English language was good enough and persuasive enough, and I had just enough charisma to end up being pretty good, or good enough with words to end up being quite good in sales. But I still much favour numbers over words. Oh, Ballsasaurus, I'm healing. Okay. Are we in... We're in disc spec, so we just shield people and hope they don't die. White Hatted, how we doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You are on the YouTubes rather than on the Twitches, I see. I will call you by whatever name you go by on the platform, by the way. Or, well, I tell you what. You tell me what you... In this day and age, you tell me what you'd prefer me to call you. I guess I should go that route, shouldn't I, really? Right, let's give everybody a shield. At what? Can we not? Is since when is there a cooldown on giving people shields? Stupid game. I don't know what this button is.
Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
So I go into focus mode when I'm playing classes I don't understand, which is anything apart from a hunter or a paladin. Can you lot stop dying? That would be preferable, please. That includes me. I want to take no shit off anybody, and that includes me.
Come forth, my minions! Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
Okay, he's dead. Woof!
What new adventure lies
Oh, magic broom. Never lucky. We got about half an hour until this event ends. Mr. Norton is there. Mr. Hatted is here. Makes sense. What am I farming for? The damn Arthur's pet. I need the good boy pet. The spectral doggo. I need 60 plus characters. I'm running low on 60 plus characters. We've done the ones on Draenor. Any 60 plus characters here? I don't think so. No. Taran Mill's got a couple. Crafted 18 weapons for returning people in one evening. I'm surprised people are crafting weapons, you know. I'm very surprised people are crafting weapons. I'm honestly surprised people are crafting anything based upon the huge, great big jump in item level that we're getting in 10.2. It's monstrous, right? 447 mythic gear is going to be LFR pleb gear in a matter of days. It's very strange. You're going to be getting like 441 stuff dropping from the new zone. So, you know, I suppose if you've got the materials and it's a few thousand gold and you don't care, sure. But it still feels odd to me that people have been pumping their gear going into this patch, because it's all going to go in the bin, like literally all of it. Time to buy a level boost for just one more shot at Arthas. If I was going really silly. I mean, I think I've got 4 level 60 character boosts available. I should probably use those to make some new classes to play. I should use those for some Dracothist alts or something silly. But the reality is I can't be bothered. Uh, 489, I think, is the new item level cap, isn't it? Going into next season, I think it's 489, 490, something like that. Nearly 500 with the legendary. Waking Shores gold bonuses in 1 minute. Is there any big gold quests up at the moment? Time to know live for 30 minutes. Oh, 3 gold quests. There's actually some good reason to be doing that as well this week with the World Quest bonus up as well. Make sure you pick up that. Is there a quest to do? Is there a quest to do 20 world quests again this week because of that? Maybe not. It doesn't work that way. You don't play the end game. People always care about even the slightest of advantage, or at least most people do at least. But my point is it's not an advantage. It's not an advantage. When you could be fully mythic geared today, at great cost, at great expense, at great amounts of effort, then that very same gear is going to be the equivalent of what drops in LFR. That's realistically not what I would consider an advantage. Being LFR geared before the raid before you have access to the new raid is not. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. I mean, people can do what they want, but it doesn't make sense to me. The logic isn't there. Like I said, I get it most patches. Because if you are very well geared in one patch, that can usually carry you quite far into the new patch. You don't strictly replace everything straight away, but min-maxing in the last week of a patch seems odd at the best of times. But, you know, people will. I get, you know, who you know, if you open the shop door, you don't care who comes in, you know. You'll sell it. You'll sell something to anybody that wants it. I just don't understand the logic of it personally. That's all I'm saying. Right, this is the last bag of stuff. I have not done a recraft for a long time, and I am short on a vast amount of goodies, because we're basically just firing through trash at this point. It's good to get rid of a lot of the trash, though. You'll still need gear to join a group for the new raid, and nobody will take you if you're very low. This is Pug Life Problems. Yeah, that is very true. That's very true. Pug Life Problems is, you know, I guess item level is everything. How long we got? Q should have popped by now. Q should go boom. There it is. I heard it. Right, this could be almost my... This could be my penultimate chance at Arthas for the year. I think I've got one more druid after this I can kill it on. Should we go hard mode? Just... Not that it makes much of a difference, I think, but...
Your search is done. Let fate choose now. The righteous.
Right, he's going down nice and fast. This is clearly gear scaling in action. My random level 60 character is topping the DPS charts. Gotta love gear scaling. Don't get hit by that, please. Boom. Gimme my good boy. Gimme the good boy. Why is the horseman still here? Oh, he's only here for like 20 minutes. He turns off at 11. or 11 server time. Caffeine Club. This might be my last level 60 character. This might be the very last chance at Arthas. I was going to say not even 10 AM yet. Yeah, obviously server time. It's 10:36 server time. It's 11:37 local time for me, but... Right, last chance. Go. Last chance. Queue up as everything. Got to be a guaranteed insta-queue if you queue up as everything. And we'll just deal with it. Don't you have some streamer luck you could cash in? I don't have any streamer luck I can cash in. This is the problem. Happy Halloween, by the way. Perfect idiot. Welcome, welcome. Where's my insta-queue on this druid? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Tank. I can do tank. Please hold. Go. Now, I've got buttons on my bars. I have no idea if they're the right buttons. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, puppy. Last kill of the year. Last kill of the year. Let's do this.
Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
Some of my guildies have got 3 or 4 offices. I dislike some of your guildies. That is a factual statement. Without ever knowing anything about them, I have this innate dislike for them. It's weird, right? No, I can't. I can't justify a level of hate on somebody I don't know. That's madness. Right, I'm not moving. We're standing here until he's dead. I'm not moving. Right. Arthas. I thought that was it. I saw 2 blues. I saw 2 blues. And it was a flipping sinister squashling and a goddamn magic broom. Flipping hell. Banned for guilt by association. Right. Any more 60s? I don't think I've got any more 60s anywhere. You're level 32. You're not good enough. I'll trade you an Arthas for a pink rocket. You may have a spare Arthas. I do not have a spare pink rocket. Damn, I'm out of 60s. That's it, boys and girls. That's it. It's over. I was not lucky. It's over. Ah, sold a Nightfall. Go on, I'll take it. Oh, that's literally just a straight up old school blacksmithing craft. That's not even one of the Cool. Somebody done a madness on the price of Arcanite bars or something, and somebody's got scammed. Either way, I'll take it. So yeah, what's going on material-wise then? We've got Ceravite ore back at a gold apiece for the first time in a while. Or, well, to be fair, it's hovered at about 1 gold apiece for a little while. Ceravite ore rank 2 is still holding strong. Draconium ore's up to nearly 5 gold apiece. Draconium 2 is up to nearly 8 gold apiece. What the hell's going on there? Somebody's done a number on that one. Is that a turn-in for this week or something, maybe? Draconium ore quality 3, 5 gold. I mean, I'm so tempted to just buy a bunch of this anyway. Only on the basis that having some is better than not having any. I'm tempted to buy some of this just purely for my jewel crafting needs. Check diamond prices. Diamond prices, 61 gold a piece. Q2s are up massively. Q3s are just wherever, you know, they're just where they are. Prepare for the shipments in 10-2. Oh yeah, I know exactly what people are doing. I sense that people are... I sense people are going to get left holding the bag. Glow spores at 17 gold is an interesting one. These are up like a good 30%, and had historically been as low as quite recently as low as 10 gold a piece. So there's flipping potential there. I'm not going to be buying any at 17 gold a piece just for the sake of flipping them, but especially considering the first week is the first week will be farming week for a lot of people. That's only 500,000. Do I take some draconium ore just so I have some? Is it going to go less than 5 gold a piece? 75,000 a day sells on average. It then means I just have some. I don't know. Yesterday there were 2.5 mil glow spores. What the hell? People are snapping them up. Let's not forget that people snap them up to do their Dracothist recrafts. Chalida, welcome in. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. Now isn't really the time to be buying materials, in fairness. Now is the time to be selling the materials if you had bought them a week or two ago when they were actually very cheap. I don't know how much of an impact Awakened Order is going to have in this next patch. Obviously, you've got to remember that Awakened Order goes into every single gem, and considering people are going to be replacing every single piece of gear, Awakened Order goes into a lot of things in a lot of places, and it's quite surprising that its price hasn't really moved all that much, but it's equally probably for the fact that there's just a lot of it. What are we up to? 143,000 of the stuff. This is kind of, there's too much of this. There's too much of this for anybody to do anything dramatic with it. But I do think that... Because, yeah... I'm not doing any investments this patch anyway. I'll just play it by ear, but... Shadow Flame Essence is going to be in the bin very quickly. Dracothists are up in value. I guess it's because it's reset day, right? People are making probably 1,000 gold each on the Dracothists right now, I would guess. One Elemental Lariat for 3 million gold. One Alchemical Flavor Pocket's a sub 50k again. Okay. Would be fun if Blizzard introduced a new Dracothis day before the patch. I mean, I would laugh. It would be very funny. It would be very funny. This has been an active consideration for me, that they might be doing something sneaky. I've obviously got nothing to back up the fact that they might be doing something sneaky, but I just think it's funny. I think it might even go cheaper the first week and then go up a little bit regarding Awakened Order. Yeah, people who buy... this is always the case, right? The very first week. The first week, people... And this is because people do flipping and they do flipping wrong. Whether it be via a lack of understanding or a lack of experience or just being dumb. Whatever the case may be. A lot of people do flipping wrong. They buy a bunch of stuff expecting that the very second patch 10.2 goes live, then, hey presto, all of a sudden everything's going to be double the price. What they don't understand is when the demand actually is going to be. The demand for the items is not going to be until the second week of the patch. Maybe even as much as the 14 days into the patch, because it might take people a couple of resets to get everything they need in order to actually craft the gear that they want. And some people are not willing to wait that long before getting their money back, if you know what I mean. It can cause problems that way. What have we got in the mailbox over here? What have we got? Brew of the Month Club, of course. We need to fix our bags. I've got a huge amount of Wrath gems in my bags. This is from... actually, that reminds me.
Our flight has much to offer.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. The price of this never recovered. That's really quite funny. That's really funny. I bought the entire EU supply of titanium ore about a week ago. Because I was sick to death of missing so many jeweled crafting recipes for Wrath. And the price has never recovered on it. Wow! Yeah, the price has never recovered on this. Genuinely never recovered. Titanium bars at the same price as titanium ore. Is it a 1-to-1 on that? I think it is a 1. Is it a 1-to-1? One titanium ore to one titanium bar? Is it really? I don't think it is. I think it's a 2-to-1. That's quite funny. I can now officially say stupid Arthas. Yeah. Stupid Arthas. You didn't want to play game.
This is when you leave.
I did manage to pick up enough. I did manage to get my hands on enough titanium ore, though, to leave myself a much shorter list of jewel crafting recipes from Wrath outstanding. I think there is only a handful of... I think I need to do like 40 daily quests or something technically. Let's get one done today. What? Oh, for 8 minutes, this thing is still instant cast. That's probably why. I was like, why is this mount still instant cast? But it's still technically Hallow's End.
For the Alliance.
Right, let's get this done nice and quick. I will vastly look forward to not having to do jewel crafting dailies before too long. It's been many years in the making. many years in the making. I was farming gas clouds and outlands yesterday. That was a blast from the past. It's weird the places the game takes you from time to time, isn't it? I bought 15 bags of crisps. Not a single kid knocked on my door. I'm quite glad we didn't have any kids come round to ours to do trick-or-treating because I forgot to buy anything. So I'd have felt really bad. Although, saying that, that's not to say that they won't still randomly turn up on a totally different, unrelated day. Force feed them to my friends at BlizzCon, and nobody ever have to force feed me crisps. I will quite happily eat them. No problems. No problems at all. Just give them a beer from the fridge. Parents will never send them round again. I ain't giving kids my alcohol. They're smart things. They can buy their own. Friend of mine who lived in central Helsinki had kids knock in. This is Finland. Halloween isn't our traditions. Halloween's getting much bigger in Finland, you know. When I first moved here, people barely even knew what Halloween was. But now it's you know, even the town I live near has had like Halloween displays and stuff up.
What can I do for you?
People are getting more into it. Right, should we go have a look, see what there is to do for the Day of the Dead, if anything? Let's go back to Orgrimmar and go and have a little bit of a look. No, this way. I always forget I'm playing Horde. My brain doesn't quite comprehend playing Horde properly yet. We have candy begging kids around at Easter. Well, yeah, see, this is it, right? Easter's the one in Finland where people dress up as bunnies and witches and go around and steal candy. Oh, let's have a look at the trading post. What did we sell? A 3 of air. That's not fun. That's no fun. Here's me trading tender.
The spirit sent you my way. Interesting. It's a good day for buying.
So, Spectral Griffin, Alliance only. Spectral Windrider, Horde only. A companion pet. Time left 0 minutes. Oh, it's because this is the one I froze. Standard of the Guardian. Oh, you can get... Somebody has impaled an eagle on a stick. I mean, that is quite cool, isn't it? Somebody has PVA glued a raven on top of a stick. Ha! Look at him. Oh, he's actually quite cool. longbow. Random ass dagger. Monk stuff. Warrior stuff. So it's the foam sword rack. Haha. Okay. This was a trading card game one as well, wasn't it? I remember this. They are now look, the luxury Niffen hat. They are very clearly putting way more in the trading post each and every month. Hey, look, it's like a mini skull flame shield. This becomes the problem for me now. This becomes the problem that they are now financially incentivized to put the best stuff in here rather than in the game. Because even if you can't technically afford everything, they're still financially incentivized to put stuff in here because there is the option of buying more Traders Tender. Obviously, limited quantities, but FOMO kicks in, active choice of rewards, deterministic rewards kicks in, you get to pick your favorite one. It's a little...
Safe journey.
This is the problem I have with selling cosmetics of any nature, is that I tend to feel it's too quick and easy for the devs to then put all of the good stuff in the paid store first before actually putting it in game, which I think is sad. The Swift Zephyr was the very first recruit a friend mount. That's the one for getting your Traders Tender for the month, right?
Come see my wares.
Oh, no. The weapon cache.
Anything you want, I have.
Ah. I mean, I've already got it, apparently. Did I already have this? I don't believe I had this. I know it's a really, really old school recruit a friend one. But I definitely don't believe I had this. I mean, cool. If I do already have it, I'll take it. But I really didn't think I actually had it. Collections, mounts. Oh, I mean, everything's called flipping Swift, isn't it? Huh. Well, maybe I did. I have absolutely no idea I already had that. Cool. Yoink. If you have Advanced Mount Journal, it can tell you when you added it to the journal. I mean... The only way I would have had... The only reason I've got this is because I must have had a refer a friend thing going on like a million years ago. I mean, I don't actively remember that being the case, but I'll take it. Cool. Well, that's one less mount I need to get this month then. Is there anything I actually want? I've got to think about this then. I'm going to have 1,000... I have 1,000 tenders knocking about. I have 1,000 more that I will get throughout the course of this month. So that's 2,000 tender. That is just about enough for 3 things. 6, 12, 18, 19, 50. So I could technically get both the Spectral mounts. Spectral Wind Rider, Spectral Griffin, and also get the pet, keeping last month's pet on Frozen. That does mean, though, that I would miss out on the sword rack as a toy. I've always said, though, pets and mounts come before toys. I've got over 4K. Have you not got the Spectrals? No. They were in the store once upon a time, weren't they? You might get some more tenders this month from the new expansion pre-order. You're right, actually. If they announce the new expansion and give you a pre-order, there's a good chance you'll get bonus tender in there as well. People are already suspecting that you'll get 500 traders tender with the pre-order. The toy is often enough on the black market auction house, so if you care about it, you can actually get it there as well. That's another option. So yeah, we should be able to get both of these and the pet this month. Just about, and have 50 tender left over. Little Phylactery will have to stay frozen until next month. I can't possibly believe that December's trading post won't be jam-packed. But that's the case every month, right? Alright. Well, I'm not going to buy anything just yet. Let's. What are the things to do this month? Profession-wise. Fulfill a crafting order. I'll fulfill crafting orders, fulfill 10 of them. Complete weekly crafting quests. Gather 50 herbs or skins on the Dragon Isles. Level up classic cooking. GG. Eat an epic or legendary community feast. Gain all of these buffs at once. Warriors Battle Shout, Druids Mark of the Wild, Evoker's Blessing of the Bronze, Mage's Arcane Intellect, and Priest's Power Word Fortitude, also known as Run LFR, and get people to press their buttons. WoW Anniversary launch fireworks in the capital cities. From the 16th through till the 30th, launch 10 celebration fireworks off in Stormwind or Rogrimmar. These are pretty easy. It's kind of a rip-off making you buy both Spectrals. You got both from the old Scroll of Res reward back in the day. Yeah, it's difficult though, isn't it? They can't all of a sudden start giving 2 away. This card batch has an average of 18 gold. True average is actually only 4.6 gold. You flip in lots of cards still. Alright, well, we'll casually do some stuff. And via doing some stuff, we will... Oh, you see now? Ah, it's gone. This thing's got a cast time to it all of a sudden. Sad. Sad. Warcraft Rumble Machine is done. Where's the Day of the Dead stuff? This is where I don't know my way around well enough to... Magic Broom still works until you log out. Oh, might these disappear? I've got 21 Magic Brooms. Why have I got so many quests over here? Oh, is this where Chromie is and all of the heritage armor stuff, which I've never bothered to collect? Is that what all these quests are? Yeah. High Mountain Tauren. I should probably do all of these, shouldn't I? Just not today. Graveyard outside in Durotar. There we go. Let's go and have a look there. See if there's anything we can do with this Day of the Dead business. I don't know where the graveyard is. I don't die, you see. Like I said, I genuinely don't play Horde. What's going on here? Here we go. Here's Chapman. Cliffside Wilder Drake Day of the Dead armor, 50,000 gold. Oh, they've done it again! Oh, that's going to piss people off a treat. Oh, that's going to piss people off a treat. Oh, they've dropped another 50k. Oh. Oh, dear. After the amount of people that were vexed because there was no pre-warning about this and people felt that it was just a cash grab for tokens, they've done it again. What was it? Pirates Day they did this for last, didn't they? They did this on Pirates Day. They randomly dropped a cosmetic. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, bang goes 50k. I still need this, apparently, a bouquet of orange marigolds. It's 1 copper, sure.
Beware the living.
Yoink. Day of Dead armor. There we go. Should we go and look what that is? Should we head back to Valdrak and go and have a look what that is? In fact, is there anything else going on here?
What is it?
Not really.
What do you require?
Boy, oh boy. That's worth a tweet, though, that one.